looking, man.
I know what my audience like. I did some independent films with Master P, and a lot of those movies did really well.
I'm ambitious, I'm a hustler. I have my own lane.
That's the thing about comedy. You wake up every day, you don't know if you're funny that day.
Yeah, what up? Welcome to the program, man. Welcome to the program. We are back at it, man. Let's go live with Lamont King. I'm Lamont King. We officially are live. Let's go. Let's go. Broadcasting live from the newly remodeled Drunken Fruit Studios.
I don't care if it is a closet. You still looking mad official.
Appreciate you, Lord Jamal. You know what I mean? Something we do each and every Monday through Friday. Lord willing, 6 p.m. to 7 East Coast time. Kudos to you if you're watching right now from the West Coast. And worldwide, man. Worldwide. Something like a podcast. Something like it, but just live. We're 100% viewer supported by people like you by way of $ Lamont King 06. And the patreon.com/Mr. Lamont King. Trending topics, hilarious commentary, celebrity interviews, and interesting people. We're gonna have some interesting person coming on today. Peanut Gallery, what up? Peanut Gallery, what up? The usuals, the regulars. I'm not shouting y'all because y'all didn't bring anybody, but it's all good. Newcomers, good to see you. And Mr. Clarkson over there in Studio B. I know it's very active over there. Studio B right now on the technicals, our executive producer. And I see John Watson from All Fun and Games on Friday. Yes, sir. Slow news day. That it is. It's not a lot to talk about. I could search, but every website I bring up, I go to everybody's news site there. Everybody's talking about some election. So really not a lot going on today, honestly. And say hello to Crispus, my co-host. Crispus, the jolly niggerback. Say hello, Crispus. What's up, niggas? That's how he talks. We'll hear from him a little bit later. Yeah. Hey, man. So listen, I'm dressed for the occasion. They say dress for the job that you want, right? So I don't know if you peep. It's one of those the Armed Forces series of NFL wear. So I didn't purchase this. I've been off of football for about 3 years. But about 4 years ago, might have been about 4. Nah, I don't think it was that long. I've been off football for about 3 seasons. So it was about 2 years, 2.5 years ago. I found this. I reclaimed this. It was brand new at the time, and it happened into my possession. We'll say it like that because it's a live program. It happened into my possession, right? And it had the American. Let me take this down so y'all can see, so you can get the full situation. First of all, it's the Patriots. I detest the Patriots. I detested the Patriots under Bill Belichick and Tom Brady. Tom Brady is no longer there. I still don't hate them any less. But it has the U.S. Armed Force. It has the American flag, armed forces. We support the troops type situation right here, and it's a device for me. It's very comfortable. I don't know how or why, but it's a device for me. So there was a time pre-COVID when I used to catch flights, and I'm very superstitious about flying, just because the act of the flying itself, I'm not good with it. And then just people. I don't like people. So I wear this, and when I tell you I get treated different, I literally, there's a thing. It's a thing. It's like a uniform. It's almost before the MAGA hat. This would be a MAGA hoodie. It's an actual thing. Like, you can be a fan of anybody's team, but you don't get the conversation that you get when you're wearing Patriots attire. Some of you might be like, what is he talking about? I don't even know what he's talking about. It's true. And the fact that it has the American flag on it, and the fact that it's the Armed Forces edition, it brings me a whole nother level of conversation. Now, I'm not impersonating any military personnel. Shout out to all the veterans. Thank you for your service. But however, as a piece of attire, and I go the extra mile, I ain't gonna lie, in airports or whatever, I try to give the walk. I try to give what I call the active duty walk. You know what I'm saying? My hair is a dead giveaway, my facial hair and all of that. My build is a dead giveaway, but it's the walk. It comes down to the walk. I give the special forces walk when I wear this. And when I tell you, this is no fluff, real rap, no cap. I get treated differently. So now I use it as a device. I use it at the post office. I wear this when I'm going when I travel with Bruce and we were going into down south in the territory that was not as familiar to what I was accustomed to or used to. I can exist anywhere. I can navigate anywhere, but I will wear this as an extra. And when I tell you I get treated different. It's a uniform. I even I wore this Sunday. Full transparency. I went training. I went practicing at a firearms facility, and I wore this. And when I tell you I got treated different, mans came up to me and gave me all kind of conversation about stuff I've had no care about. He was like, so you guys are in trouble this year. And I was like, what? He caught me off guard because we in the lane or whatever. And you gotta listen through the headset. He said, you guys are in trouble this year. And I was like, wait, what? Where's he going? What is he talking about? And so I was like, come again? And he was like, yeah, your guy's gone after 20 years. He's talking about Tom Brady, right? So sometimes I put it on and forget that I have it on because everybody wants to come up and talk Patriots, right? And it's double entendre because they want to come up and talk Patriots. So they'll give me that rap when I don't be expecting it because I'm not football. I'm not a sports guy. I'm not sitting there talking sports with you. You're a stranger. Get out of here. So he came and said, you guys are in trouble. Your guy left after 20 years. Da, da, da. And I was like, oh, right. Yes. Tom Brady's gone, Tom. And I was like, so then now I got to start. So now I got to start faking it. I'm like, well, hey, it happens. You just got to rebuild from the ground up and look for next season. You got to hit him with the press conference on the spot. So then he keeps going. He said, well, I'm a Ravens fan. We played the Steelers today. And if we beat them today, we'll be the first in our division. Now, at this point, I've run out of care. I don't care anymore. Like now you're talking NFL and it's old white guy. Now I really don't care. So you went from Patriots, who I don't care about, to now you want to talk about your team. And he was cool. He was nice. But, again, I had to go with the press conference rap. I'm like, hey, well, anything can happen on Sundays. And that was it. I'm thinking I'm off the conversation, but he kept going. He kept going. So it's just, it's a gift and a curse when I wear this. But I'm trying to tell you, I wear this as it's a maneuver. It's a pure maneuver. I was looking around today as I went out because been out all day looking for anything I had with the American flag on it. And wouldn't you know it, I don't have anything with the American flag on it. That's crazy. So either way, a device. Sometimes you gotta play the game. You gotta be strategic. Psyops, psychological warfare. So that's that. All right. So yesterday, we'll get right to it. John Watson says, same thing happens to me when I wear a Nationals cap. Okay, yeah, I can dig it. You get conversation that you didn't even ask for. Like where are Marlins cap or Tampa Bay Rays? I mean, they're beasts, but like who's like a Diamondback or a Angels cap? You're not getting rap. You're not getting conversation. It's just anything Washington related, like nation's capital or Patriot related. And if they get tied to military, you're gonna get conversation. It's the way people are. So I use it as a device, man, to keep them on my back. I want you to think I'm non-threatening, unassuming. I don't want you to profile me in any other way than to think that I'm safe. And let me get ahead of you as we walk down this jetway on this plane. It's Southwest. Can I stand here? Let me stand here. This is what. Okay, thanks. So there's that. All right, yesterday. Let's keep it moving. What y'all do today? I haven't watched the news yet. I turned it on and they were like, full results and reports starting at 8. And I was like, okay, then I'm going to turn my TV on at 8 because everything before that is just rap. They just guessing and I don't need the stress. So yesterday we played a video, man, by a gentleman, good buddy of mine, comedy peer in the game, comrade and everything, and it went viral, man. And so for those of y'all that watched it, well, some of y'all were not here yesterday, so I'm gonna play a little bit of it. There was a commentary attached to a video of the MAGA convoy, the Trump train, if you will, down in Texas, really harassing and running off the road a Biden-Harris campaign bus. And my man Marvin Hunter, he really hit some points that we talk about often on the show. And it went viral because it, resonated with a lot of people. And I've reached out to him and he said he'd come on. He was booked up yesterday. So, but let's take a listen real quick for the refresher.
Running them out of Texas.
Real quick.
It is hilarious.
So this is the video that we were talking about. And he has some commentary.
I'm about to run out of gas, which I'm sure some of you
drop bars.
Shit, look at that.
Drop some bars. All right, let me skim. Let's skim. Let's jump ahead, if you will.
Oh,
so this is what happens in Austin, Texas. A MAGA blockade meets a Biden tour bus, campaign bus, pretty much ambushes them on the highway, blocks off traffic to try to run them out of town.
All right, we're going to jump ahead. Because the last thing he said was the most trillest thing for me.
It has collapsed, and you have genocide, you have all these fucking things. This type of shit ain't supposed to happen here. Armed people in vehicles harassing people on a federal freeway, and they're not taking the fuck down. Every freaking advancement that has been made for you and yours is going to be tested, marginalized, or completely eradicated if this type of attitude is allowed to flourish. That's why I go so hard about it. You say, I come here to laugh. You say what the fuck you want to say. If you ain't willing to allow me to have a human fucking reaction to some shit, get the fuck off my goddamn page. Give a fuck who this makes mad. We are dealing with some serious shit. Pull your heads out your asses and address what the fuck is happening right now. One problem at a time. It's bad now, yes, but you ain't seen shit if you let this shit keep happening.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the program. Let's go live. Comedian Marvin Hunter. What's up with you?
What up? What up, boy?
Good to see you, man.
What's good, man? What's good?
Oh man. You got the studio popping.
Oh, appreciate it. I like the art behind you too, man.
Oh man, I got the head of visuals, the visual.
Yeah.
How you been, man? How you been maintaining?
I'm good, bro. I'm good, man. Just riding out this freaking corona punishment like everybody else,
Yeah, right. We on time out for real.
Absolutely, man.
You're a traveling comic, and how has your situation changed over the last 8 months?
Oh, a lot, man. It's came down to nothing almost.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? you know, I'm in a little bit better position than some. But
Mhm.
I'm not playing with that Rona, man. I had brother, I done had 4 family members die of that.
Oh man, sorry to hear that.
Bro, yeah, bro, it's real. It's real in the field. So I don't know if it's, you know, people say it's fake or whatever it is. It's something. It's here. So
Yeah.
and then every time, you know, I get
Have
ready
you
to go
been
out.
getting offers? Like I'm putting
Oh
your
yeah, absolutely,
your name on
absolutely,
the screen right now.
absolutely, man. I mean, and every time you know, one of our comedy brethren gets it, it reinforces my decision to try to lay low for a little bit, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah. All right, man. This video, man. What I
Mhm.
see you. You know, you've been doing this for a few years, man.
Yeah.
You know, found a way to get your voice, find your voice on social media, which is
Mhm.
very difficult and challenging to do because you
Yeah.
know, a lot of us are creatively different than doing that. But
Yeah.
you know, within the last year and a half or so, a lot of us have switched to, you know, having that political rap, that angle, and so I catch a lot of yours here and there. But you were so passionate in this one. What
Bruh.
was it about? What was it about? What happened that lit that fire that got you off
My
your square?
dude, I was watching TV and my wife showed me the video. And you know how just shit just accumulates, just all this craziness, man. And she showed me that video, bruh. And bruh, I swear to God, I was on camera 3 minutes later, man. And you
Mm,
know what I'm saying? That was pure anger, man. I just you know, you get tired, man. You
yeah,
get tired, man. It's a lot going on. I mean, I'm human just like everybody else. You see this stuff and people don't take it seriously. You know, my dad was a civil rights worker, man. So
okay,
I grew up, you know, having all this beat into my head. Even when I was a kid, I didn't want to hear it. But as I become adult, you know, it's all, you know, you see the bigger picture. You know, it's damn near like we're rolling back to the '60s, man. And you
man.
know, the attitudes, the willingness to try to intimidate. The Look at the Karen videos. Just look at the it's that's how what our parents and grandparents dealt with. This kind of people getting in your face about stuff that has nothing to do with them. And you know, we can say, well, man, you know, slap them, knock them out, do whoop de whoop. Uh, uh, I'm not saying don't do that. You know,
Yeah, right.
that would be comical. That would be nice every now and then. But
Every
why?
now and then.
Yeah, well, why do we have to even deal with this, man?
Mm,
What is pumping these people up to give them this burst of energy? It's Trump, man. It's his whole attitude. It's you know, he's indifferent to the plight of, you know, social of minorities, uh,
mm-hmm.
and people like that. I mean, he's very insensitive to I mean, what he made fun of handicapped people. The
Yeah,
dude crazy, man. The dude is, I know he's no different than a lot of people, but people
yeah,
like that shouldn't be in charge. We've all
yeah,
had asshole
right.
boss, but then you go to HR.
Yeah. We
Yeah,
ain't
you
got
go
no
to HR. Hey,
HR.
man, this motherfucker wilding.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But it's, you know, it just came to a head.
yeah. And but it's real though, man. There is a you coined the phrase, a bigot renaissance.
Yeah,
There's definitely that because
yeah,
you know it didn't go away. It wasn't invisible.
yeah.
But it was
Exactly.
like you said, it was a time where all right, everybody else knows that that's not how it's supposed to be. You ain't supposed to
Yeah,
act like that. That's inappropriate. No, you know that's not right. But within the last few years, it's like, oh no, I can be this way.
yeah.
Cause
Racism is fashionable.
yeah, because man's told me to. He said I could be this way. He that way. Why can't
Yep.
I be that way?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And so, you know, the argument is always, you know, Republican, Democrat, black people can be both. Well, you know, that's debatable.
Mhm.
But it's like following when black people follow him.
Yeah.
I don't even care if you're conservative, Republican, whatever I don't care.
Yes.
It's when
Yes.
you follow him.
Him.
It's
Exactly.
yeah, it's like that just boggles my mind. So that
I
means
have.
and then your explanation is because that's my party. So that means you putting your party over your people. I got a problem with that.
I got a huge problem with that too, brother. I have no problem with people being conservative. The trip that thing is, if you black and you from the South and you got a church background, you don't even know it. You already conservative. We have
Right,
a lot of conservative views,
right.
so I have no problem with brothers being conservative. How do you follow him?
Yeah.
How do you stand shoulder to shoulder with somebody or people, a group of people who don't give a damn about your people?
Yeah.
And I don't buy the whole shit that, well, I'm not racist. But if being racist is not a deal breaker for you, motherfucker, you racist. It's the
Mm,
same thing.
mm, mm.
If your leader being racist is not a deal breaker, fuck you talking about?
Yeah,
You know.
yeah. And for black folks, you know, if it's about the money and you know, that's not what he meant and all of that. Like if none of that, if none of that like really bothers you, then I really have a problem with you, because you don't see it for what it is, and you definitely wouldn't root for me if our back was against the wall.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I hate to get, I don't want to get preachy or nothing, but it's about integrity, man.
Yeah.
It's about it. It's like, and I'm not trying to offend nobody when I say what I say. I just talk a certain way, but
Right.
but hoes gonna hold up for hoes.
Yeah.
Assholes gonna hold up for assholes.
Right.
Lazy son bitches gonna hold up for lazy son bitches, and people who lack integrity gonna hold up for another motherfucker who ain't got no integrity.
Yeah.
All the time. So if you rocking with him hard like that, I know what you about.
Yeah. So how you think this is gonna play out? Like you're in the South.
Mm-hmm.
What is the environment like? Like are people really like expecting for the worst, or like what does it look like down there?
You know, most people can't even wrap their brain around this cat getting 4 more, because they feel like, well, man, they see what he's doing. There's no way they can vote for him. People ain't crazy, but people are very crazy.
Yeah.
And I said it last time. When he was going against Hillary, and people got all, there's no way that dude made fun of this, that, and the other. And he said this, and how dare him, man. People are crazy. People are crazy enough to do it. So I'm not getting comfortable. Most people down here, like I say, they feel like Biden probably will win, but I'm not getting comfortable. I mean, anything could happen, man. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I'm just riding it out.
You think it'll be something that we'll know tonight, tomorrow, or next week, next month?
Not tonight. I know not tonight. But if he lose, dude already said what he gonna do.
Yeah.
So it's, man, I'm finna be 50 years old, man, in a few months. I thought 9/11 was the most pivotal moment of my life, man. And it's like this time, man. This is crazy. This is some craziness.
It give you the same energy. It give you that same feel.
Yeah, it's just it's crazy, man, to see what is happening. Not that it's happening, but people's shoulder shrugging to it. And when I hear black people say, well, "What has he done wrong?"
Right. But Obama, he's the same with Obama.
Yeah, I can't. Like, all right. So, I don't give a damn. It's certain people online. You probably know who I'm talking about. Certain people you see too. All right. I ain't voting. I don't vote. Okay, cool. That's your thing. Don't vote.
Right.
But if every freaking post is anti-Biden, anti-Harris, anti-Democrat, anti-Obama, anti-Michelle Obama, you ain't voting, but it seems like you campaigning for the other side.
Yeah.
So if you ain't voting, then don't vote.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's don't vote. I just
your whole campaign manager online. Yeah.
What you doing, son? Like it's and these are so-called smart people though. That's what kills me. But I don't know, man.
Yeah. We shall see, man. Only time will tell.
Yeah.
It's just, we're survivors, but like sometimes, we're survivors, and we look back through history. We're only survivors because we had to. Yeah. But it's like these days we're looking forward into something, and it's like, oh man, I have to go through that.
Man.
And that weighs heavy.
Yep. It's
back in the day, you didn't know. Now we like, I got to sit through this shit. I got to go through it.
It's hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel sometimes as a black person right these days, because it's exhausting being black, man. It's exhausting, man, because you're getting pulled in 9 different directions. You're being, what I'm saying? It's like tennis, man. You're just going like craziness on this side, craziness on that side. You don't know. It's like black people have generational PTSD for sure, man. Like we got to deal with that shit, and it's just hard to be optimistic sometimes. I know you have to.
Right.
You have to be, but it's hard. Right. You know what I mean? With all the stuff that we keep going through, they've done a number on us. That's all I can say. I don't know, bro.
Now, what's your night like tonight? Are you watching? Are you dialing in, or you just want to go to sleep? Wake
it's
up.
background noise. I got it on in front of me now. It's background noise, really.
Yeah,
I ain't tripping.
yeah.
You know what I mean? It's gonna be crazy either way, because if Biden win, it's gonna be some mess. If Trump win, it's gonna be some mess. But if Biden win, at least, man, it won't get no worse with this racial stuff.
That's really I get you. That's like that's my number one issue.
Bro, this kills me. I don't know if you feel this way, but I don't understand Negroes that you want me to look past racism to find redeeming qualities. Motherfucker, once I meet the racism, that's it.
That's it. It's really nothing else to talk about.
I'm done, son. I'm done. Yeah. I'm not looking past nothing. I'm not trying to see nothing. I'm not trying to hit nothing. You are racist, so therefore you are against me, and you are against my progression and the progression of my people. That's it.
Yeah.
The end. I'm done.
That's pretty much it. A bigot renaissance. Yeah, so what's up for the 50th, man? What you got planned? You gotta be something.
Yeah, Rona, goddamn. If this shit don't
2021, is it this year or?
No, it'd be January.
Oh, yeah, me too. Yeah. So we got to something got to give.
I know, bro. We got to do something, man. But man, I don't know, man. I mean, I was telling my wife was like, you gotta do something. You're so 50th, but I'm just happy every day above ground is a beautiful day. I don't. And then she did it up for me for my 49th, so I'm good, man. I'm good. If this Rona still out here, do what it do here at the house, man. Whatever.
That's what's up. Hey, what y'all the state that you're in? What y'all numbers are looking like?
I haven't really. It's been background noise. I don't even know. I haven't really been tripping, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been messing around, doing other stuff in the house, man.
Yeah. Because some states are spiking, and they talking the next lockdown is coming in a couple weeks. You know what I'm saying?
I'm tell you something about Atlanta. Atlanta don't give a damn. Atlanta act like it never was here. They out here wilding. Folks out like normal. Like it just, you could almost see Rona walking around the room, man.
Rona getting bottle service at the clubs and everything.
You ain't lying, bro. You ain't lying. It's you can't stop your life, but you have to be careful and you gotta be on defense for other people. You could do the right thing all day, but if the person next to you ain't, it's just like driving. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Absolutely. All right, there it is, folks. Comedian Marvin Hunter, my man's. Your social media, your Twitter is Comedian Marvin Hunter, correct?
Yeah, Comedian Marvin H. Comedian Marvin H on Instagram and Twitter, and Marvin Hunter's fan page on Facebook.
Comedian Marvin H. Okay, I put the whole name on there, but that's cool. Comedian Marvin H. All right, man, take it light, man. I hope everything, is cool in the gang, man. I look forward to seeing you going viral again, brother.
No doubt. Hey, man. Hey, congrats on all your success, brother.
Appreciate it. I holler.
Peace.
It's my man's right there, man. The voice we need every once in a while. Comedian Marvin H on the socials. I met funny story how we met. So we had a couple other. No, I didn't have Jay Bliss on here, but there's a couple other cats that we did 50 Comics Deep was the competition. It was 2010 or 2011. I was a big opponent of comedy competitions. I had moved back from LA to DC, and I hated comedy competitions because they're so demeaning. They're so difficult. And if you don't have the right style or material for a competition, it can, like, just at the time, I wasn't equipped. I wasn't ready for competitions, right? But I talked to somebody, one of my mentors in the game, was like, nah, only way you're going to really get out there is try a competition, whatever. And this one was 2011. I ain't had no money. And it was $50 to get in. I brought a 50, drove down to South Carolina. Nephew Tommy, it was his competition. It was called 50 Comics Deep. 50 people got in. I was one of the, I guess that would be semifinalists or entrants or contestants, competitors, whatever. It was only 50 of us. So we got down there, man. It was a lot of like what they call new jacks in the game, or people who weren't really necessarily known in the industry, but were still working comics, man. And about 5 or 10 of us really clicked, hit it off, and really have kept in touch to this day. And Marvin Hunter is one of them Renard Hirsch in Nashville, Jay Bliss in Charlotte, D. Ellis in Dallas. Because we, every once in a while we'll check in with each other. But here's the funny part of the story. So I get down the joint, right? So we at the Columbia House of Comedy, Columbia, South Carolina. Big place in the South. Is like known for the joint. It was an old Kmart that they turned into a comedy club. That's like one of the places you got to go in South Carolina. So we get in the joint. Nephew Tommy, and so we get there. It's 50. It's 2 days, like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and a final on Sunday. So every day is like 10 or 12 or whatever, and then the semis, and then the finals, and then the champions, or whatever. So we draw the little numbers to go. We would sit through a seminar. He gave a little talk. Then we had the little workshop and all of this, how to market yourself, a little business seminar. They try to make it, worthwhile. Cause I believe it was like, was it 50? It might've been 50 or 100. Try to give you your money's worth. Right. So I get down that joint. So I drew the first night. So first night I get down the joint and we waiting in the wings. I'm on like the first or the second show. They had 2 shows that night, 9 comics each show or whatever. However it was, I can't even remember how it was broken up. But Tommy is hosting. So Tommy's a flat out star at this point. Steve Harvey show. So he back. First time he come out, ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Dallas, Texas. Give it up, DL. Scoot. Ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Atlanta, Georgia. Scoot. Ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Washington, D.C. Lamont, how they say it? Lazy Lamont. So I get out the joint. Already, if you know anything about comedy, man, that intro can ruin you because the audience is already on the side of the host. And if the host gives you a bum ass introduction, they're going to be against you. So I come out, I'm like, all right. So I had a really good set. Now I'll get somebody else to tell the story, but I had a really good set. I ain't going to say I smashed, but I smashed, right? So I go back to the little bullpen where all the comics is out there on this second floor in this balcony area, whatever. And everybody was like, yeah, you from DC? Don't check my number. I never knew. Oh, we ain't know. Yo, you know so-and-so. Yo, blah, blah, blah. Yo, that set was crazy. Blah, blah, blah. Right? So we all celebrating. I'm like, all right, well, bet my peers have given me congratulatory salutations. My peers think I did well. The crowd was in it. So I was like, all right, well, maybe, let me go back. So they messed my music up. At that time, I had a real specific intro where they messed my music up, right? I mean, where I come out to music doing a bit to a song. They messed that up. So I had to start over and redo, my whatever. So I didn't go over time, but it was kind of a jumble, but I still did well, right? So I go back, everybody like, oh, you made it. You moving on to the next round. You move it to the next round. So we get to the finals. We stand on stage and it's the whole, what do you call that? Apollo situation. So Tommy gone, shit faced. He's like, this one. And everybody's like, this one. So he get to me and everybody, so he get to the next one. So he was like, I can't tell. All right, everybody off the stage. So he lets us 2 come back, right? And it's just me and this other guy who did decent. I can't even remember who it was. He did decent, but not the crowd is no. What are you talking about? So he puts the hand over their head, puts the hand over my head, and people's like people standing. They like, so he's like, all right, here's your winner, drunk out his mind. Points at the dude, and people in the front tables is like, no, with him, Lamont, the guy, Lamont. So the moral of the story, I didn't win. He was drunk and everybody in the joint was mad as shit. And he gave no fucks. So true story, it can be co-signed. I'm not even looking in the peanut gallery because I know y'all talking shit and you don't know, you wasn't there. So anyway, This is how fraudulent the whole thing was. So that, sure, chalk that up as a mishap. It happens. You got to eat it. So you had some real bangers in the competition that killed Thursday, killed Friday. So he brings a ringer in on Saturday, a late edition. Somebody's been in the game. He brought down Drew Fraser. Google Drew Fraser. Been in the game forever before this. Been on TV. None of us had been on TV at the time. And brought him in Saturday, and he goes on to enter the third round and wins the whole competition. I was like, oh, and everybody in the joint is like, oh, this was sus from the beginning. You had no intention of paying. It was like $5,000 prize. You had no intention of paying a newcomer 5 G's. You just wasn't gonna do it. You just basically got all our money. 50 people paying $100 a piece. So people was mad. So to this day, like people that I run into that was there, they'd be like, remember the House of Comedy? Remember 50 Comics Deep? So here's another layer to the story, and I'm gonna ruin it for y'all. So I get back home. So now he had a database of 50 comics, right? So if you know, I played the crank calls on, give you a little backstory. I played the crank calls on this show that I did years ago on the radio. Back then you could do it. The FCC started getting into restricting crank calls on the radio because people started suing. So around 2010, 2011, FCC passed a regulation saying that stations couldn't do that, couldn't do the crank calls without the person's permission. You couldn't air it. We used to air our shit without your permission. Make fun of you, put your ass on air. So Tommy, that year, January, it was like 2011, 2012, I guess, new law put in place. So crank calls, you couldn't do them. So he started staging his. So he had a database of 50 comics. So he started doing fake crank calls. And I love ruining this for all you fans of the show. Start doing crank calls in 2012 in January under the new system where they had to be either staged or you had to get permission. Guess who the first one was? That would be me. I was the first one under the new system. And if he called me and he said, I want you to be so-and-so, so-and-so, I'm gonna call you and act like, blah, 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 blah. And I'm acting. He pre-recorded the jump like 4:30 in the morning. And I'm like, God damn it, who is this? You want me to come down there? Cause I swear you call my phone one more time. Cause you know how they do. All them calls be like, I will come down there and you gonna have to see me. So I did that whole thing. And so all those crank calls that y'all hear, unless they like a family member, please prank my cousin. Unless they were one of those, the other joints, they were all fake for like 10 years. All fake. So I just had to let y'all know that. Because he still owed me $50 for the entry fee and potentially the 5 G's that I could have got if I won. So that's me just being petty. So yeah. So enjoy nephew Tommy's pranks on the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Enjoy that from now on. All right, anyway. Oh man. John said the book title should be I Was This Close. I have so many near misses that y'all would not believe that are 100% true. So many near misses you would not believe. Mr. Clarkson says next week Lamont will call your kids and tell them there is no Santa Claus. No, I'll do that today for free. I'll do that today. Yes, I'm a petty comic. Mia says I'm a petty comic. You remember that story. You were there for it. All right, moving on. So what y'all thinking, man? How y'all think this is gonna go? I have not. Again, I saw some of the numbers early, and all I was watching MSNBC, and all the segment, the lead-ins to the segment. They have 4 people on screen, and then the little header below on what they're talking about. They keep throwing these things out there like Trump campaign scrambling. So-and-so state. The numbers are unexpectedly in favor of Biden. Like I keep seeing these, I turn TV off because I remember they was doing the same shit in 2016. So I'm not falling for that again. I remember, what was it? I think it was, they reported, if I remember, and co-sign this one of y'all, if you remember 2016, they reported, I remember Hillary got the first state and every station was, I can't remember what state it was. Every state, might've been New York, was making a big deal about it. And after that, she got no nothing else after that. Nothing else. It was like an electoral college landslide after that. So I'm not buying it. I'm not getting caught into it. But I see all these little alternative states. Yeah, Trump campaign members are scrambling, and business owners in so and so such and such are expecting a big upheaval and the stock market shift and this. Blah, 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 blah. So anyway, nothing will surprise me in 2020. All right, moving on. I think it was a story I missed the other day. But yeah, so we'll see tonight. Also tonight, I'm on 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. If you're around, if you're up and you have Sirius satellite radio, I may live stream. I may figure out a way to live stream in here while I'm doing her show, so I can let y'all in on how that goes down. But Karen Hunter on Sirius XM 126 Urban View, what they're doing is some 12-hour type of extended post coverage, and I'm on the first leg, 1 to 3 a.m. co-hosting the show, just rapping about all the stuff that's going on, and giving my little punditry, if you will, my little 2 cents. Which is interesting. The year ago, I never thought I'd be in this capacity, but who knows? Yes, 1 a.m. So on the East Coast, prime time, 10 o'clock. I mean, West Coast, time 10 o'clock, West Coast. I'm reading what y'all talking about. Diablo Mario. So I'll be having this issue. So I got to figure out this Twitch thing, because I get people that come on Twitch and leave comments and like they're weird. I'm not even going to acknowledge that because y'all can't see that anyway. 10 p.m. my time. Yeah, Mrs. Carter, 10 p.m. on the West Coast. And so that'll be that. I'm going to try to, I don't know if I'm going to do Instagram. I have a setup for that. Instagram, or just straight do this in some manner of fashion, but 1 to 3 tonight. Oh, I'm from the European Union. I just wanted to wish you good luck. Oh, I thought you was playing. Okay. I got a Twitch viewer. I thought you was playing, because last time I had somebody on from Twitch, they were talking weird and reckless. So Diablo Mario 88 says, good luck, America. Hope you survive for the next 10 years. I don't know if that's real or not, but they're responding back to me, so you never know. Hey, bring some people over to my Twitch. I don't have enough followers. Thank you, person. They. All right. I think that's it, man. I need to go start watching the news, because I saw that the coverage began. So I need to tune in so I have something to talk about and go eat. Y'all be safe, man. Hey, listen, here's my little parting words of motivation and words of wisdom. If you go to sleep with an issue on your mind, you'll wake up with the same issue. So get your rest. Get your rest. Don't worry about what's going to happen tonight. Technically, in theory, if it goes bad, from your standpoint, you'll be in the same position you were today. If it goes in your favor, damn, that's a sunny day. All right, that's my words of wisdom. Don't ask me to repeat it, because I just made it up. But don't stress. Don't consume too much. We'll see what happens tomorrow. You know, you plan for ride for your people and your family, and get ready to do the work regardless of what happens, man. Stay informed and stay safe. I'm getting off early. And that's that. Jay Lee says, I have plenty of bullets. Sure. Okay. But how often do you shoot? Have you trained? John Watson, standing back and standing by. Mr. Clarkson says it will come down to 6 states. All right. Well, we'll try to keep y'all posted, man. I may jump if it get too crazy, I may jump back on here. So turn your notifications on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook. Because if it get too crazy and you should get to jumping off, we may have to jump back on live so we can talk about next steps. All right. I'll see y'all in a little bit, man. Yeah. That. Y'all be safe, niggas.